The phone didn't actually ring. That much I was sure. But I was so used to checking my phone all the time that I picked it up anyway. I glanced at the screen, swiping through notifications like everyone else does. Every 15 minutes, I look at my phone for a little rush of excitement when a new text or Snapchat message pops up. So, when I saw a missed call from 20 minutes ago, I was surprised. My phone had been right there on the table, and it always makes a loud sound when something happens. I was listening to Natalie UGA's song Torn when I saw the missed call. It was strange because I chose that song to play, almost as a joke. I thought it was probably a spam call, but then I saw the call was from my own area code and had a real name, Diane Vil. Usually spam calls have weird names or no name at all. Maybe Diane was someone real. I had been playing some small gigs with my band and giving out my business cards. Maybe this was someone I knew. So, I decided to call back, even though it felt a bit silly. After a few rings, someone answered. "Hello," said a voice that sounded worried. It seemed like an old lady. "Hi," I said softly. "I saw I missed a call from this number about 20 minutes ago." "Oh, is that right? Wow," she said slowly. Her voice was shaky and soft. "Yep, definitely an old lady. I'm so sorry. I must have dialed the wrong number." "Doll, I forgive you," I thought to myself. Phones can be tricky, even for me. I wanted to ask her about TikTok, but that felt too strange. It was better to end the call quickly. "Ah, no worries at all. I hope you have a great day." "Why, thank you, dear," she replied. Before I could hang up, she quickly said, "I was trying to reach my husband." "Yes, that's what happened. Your husband must have a number similar to mine." "Oh, right. I thought maybe I was just off by a digit or two." "It happens all the time," I said, ready to hang up immediately. "Yes, that's exactly it. I was trying to reach my husband, but I called you instead. That means I couldn't reach him." "That's right, you wonderful sweet old lady. You called me, so you didn't reach your husband." "Makes sense," I replied. "I will try him again now. Thank you for being so sweet and understanding." "No problem at all," I said, hanging up quickly to avoid more talking. It felt a bit nice, even though I was being snarky. I thought the conversation was actually kind of sweet. A week later, her name showed up again on my caller ID, this time with a different song playing Natalie and Bruglia's "Screw You." It was a catchy song, so I decided to answer. "Hello," I said. Diane seemed surprised. "Wait, you're not Martin?" "Nope, I think this must be a wrong number," I said. Slowly, she realized. "Ah, you must be the same woman I called last time. Your voice sounds so clear." "Yes, it's me again." "Well, my goodness. You must be upset that I reached out to you again by accident." "Not at all, Mom. You're all good. Best of luck reaching your husband." "Oh well, it's not my husband this time. Actually, it's my brother I'm trying to call." "Got it. Best of luck." I hung up as she was talking. It felt rude, but I needed to end it quickly before she started telling me long stories. I didn't want to hear more from her. That night, I thought it was weird that she called again after trying to reach her brother. Maybe their numbers are very similar. I forgot about it and moved on. 2 weeks passed without any more calls, so I thought she had stopped trying. But then, one night around 2 a.m, my phone rang again. The screen showed Diane Vil, but her number was different this time. She had changed her number to reach me. I answered the phone, feeling uneasy. "I don't know what is wrong with you, but stop calling me. I'm completely alone," she said suddenly. Her voice was desperate and scared. I'm sorry to hear that you're feeling alone, I replied, but I just need someone to talk to. Please, just one conversation, and then you won't need to call me anymore. Okay, she said. I've lost everyone close to me. My husband, my brother, my family, and friends, they're all gone. I'm all alone now. Damn, that really sucks, I said. But making new friends is possible. You can find people to talk to and make your life better. I've always been alone, she continued. I remember when life was full of laughter and friends. Sometimes it felt like I was too social, but now I have no one. I tried to multitask. I had a concert later and needed to get ready. I put her on speakerphone and went to the bathroom to do my makeup. I'm sorry to hear that you feel alone. No old friends or family to talk to? I asked. Nope. Everyone I've been close to has passed. Damn, that really does suck, I replied. But making new friends is still possible. Yes, I would love to make new friends, she said. Something felt wrong. I felt a chill go up my spine, like something bad was about to happen. I hope you can find a way to feel better and make new friends, I said, trying to shake off the uneasy feeling. Man, I never give up hope, she said firmly. I've always been persistent. I never give up on having a wonderful life. Not a chance, she responded strongly. Not in a million years. I noticed something strange in the mirror. My free hand was moving on its own, touching my hair in a weird way. Why am I doing that? I thought. I moved my hand back to my side and continued applying concealer. But every time I feel hopeful, I sink into sadness again. It really is the worst thing to lose your family. I'm really sorry to hear that, I said. It was a brutal accident. We were all in the car. My brother was driving, and he got distracted. Another driver was reckless, and it caused a terrible crash. It was like a cosmic mistake. I touched my cheek without meaning to. Wait, why am I touching my cheek? I thought. Yes, my skin feels nice, but I don't usually do that. I moved my hand back again. That's messed up. I'm truly sorry about that, I said. So, you lost your brother in that accident? I asked. Yes, everyone. My brother was driving. His wife was beside him. And in the back of the car were me, my husband, and my sister. That's Jesus. That's brutal. I'm so sorry. I can't imagine how hard it must be to survive something like that and lose everyone you love. There was no answer, just her breathing. It must have been hard for her to talk about it. I felt we were getting too deep, so I decided to end the call. It's a void, she said. Yeah, I understand. I've lost people close to me too, and it feels like a hole inside. It's not what people say it would be. My hands were moving strangely again, making me feel like I had a concussion. One moment I was applying lipstick, and the next, I was leaning over the sink, staring into the mirror with my face pressed close. It's time to end the call, I thought. I'm really sorry to hear that, and I hope you find peace. I have to go now, she continued. When the crash happened, I felt my skull crack and my spine snap. Blood filled my mouth, and my body was broken, but I felt alive for longer than I should have. It hurt so much, but I'm still here. I want to come back to life. I'm almost there. She sounded more intense. I'm ready to move on, to start a new life, make new friends, hear the noise of cars, and enjoy conversations. Why do I feel like I'm about to pass out? I thought. Why is something growing inside me? I'm thrilled you called back. This has happened for a reason. I'm almost completely inside of you. You are beautiful and young, and I can imagine the friends you'll meet and the memories you'll make. Everything means something, even through the pain. Her voice got faster and more intense. I tried to unclasp my hands and hang up, but I couldn't. "Get away from my body," I growled. I felt like I was losing myself. In a burst of instinct, I smashed my head against the bathroom mirror, breaking it. My hands were still clenched tightly. Her spirit didn't seem to weaken. "What an unkind and selfish thing to do to my body," she shouted. I slammed my head against the wall again and again, but I could still hear her voice over the phone. I pushed through the pain and smashed my head against the bathroom counter. It hurt so much, but I felt a little stronger. "You're a vessel," she said. "Why can't you be grateful for that?" I felt myself starting to lose consciousness. I stood up and brought my head down hard onto the counter, knocking the phone and myself to the ground. The pain was unbearable, but I felt free for a moment. I crawled to the phone and tried to hang up, but Diane kept calling. "Jesus Christ, it's done," I screamed on the bathroom floor. But another call came in immediately. Diane was calling from different numbers, one after another. I ran to my closet, grabbed a hammer, and smashed my Samsung Galaxy S23 into pieces. Even after destroying it, I kept banging the hammer on the bathroom floor to get rid of the pain and headache. I stood up slowly. The broken mirror showed my bruised and battered reflection. The pain was intense, but I was still alive. I needed to go to the hospital. No concert tonight. I could explain to the police later why I was screaming and destroying my bathroom. It took me a long time to feel okay about getting a new phone. I remembered the terrible feeling when Diane called again months ago. I blocked her number, just like I did with every other one she used. Over time, her calls became fewer and fewer. Maybe she was starting to accept the void, or maybe she was learning to text from the afterlife. A few weeks ago, I got my first texts from her. "You were so selfish to string me along, give me false hope, and then back out at the last moment. I have a silent prayer that when you pass, you'll be in the same void I am. I'll have eternity to make you suffer for what I dream about every waking moment." Dying. I sighed. Not even a "talk to you later," I thought. Diane needed to learn how to text properly. I laughed, thinking it was silly. "Lady, if we all end up in a void and you've been alone there forever, then it's a big void where you won't find me. But sometimes, especially in the mornings after a nightmare, I sink into despair. My nightmares are always the same. I turn a corner and a black void appears. Standing on the edge of the void is Diane. She looks at me with an intense stare and a small smile, waving. For a moment, it feels real and vivid. The worst part about these nightmares is how my body feels weak. Sometimes, I catch myself waving back without meaning to. I wonder if we can bring things with us into the afterlife. If we can, I'd ask my loved ones to bury me with a hammer.